Brian Norman sleeping Devin.
You think so?
I know so.
I think Devin gonna run.
So according to the Scofields, Devin and Dream Haney's getting knocked out by Brian Norman Jr.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Gives you that confidence.
Because I don't know nobody that he fought. He's never knocked out nobody at the top. And I know he's going to say, oh, well, you're going to be the first one. Yeah, okay, sound good. We've heard this before. But he's never done this at the highest level. I've been at the highest level for 7-8 years now.
And as we last saw, right, Floyd Schofield looked very impressive in his fight against Devin Farmer, who more recently faced off against William Zepeda, who went tooth and nail with Devin Farmer, but when Floyd Schofield fought this same Devin Farmer, he ran him right out of the ring. Now Floyd Schofield finds himself, I don't know, waiting for the next fight, right? Devin Haney, as we know, got a fight coming up with Brian Stormy Norman Jr. Should be an excellent fight, co-main event on the David Benavidez Anthony Yard card. But the Schofields, very opinionated duo, right? Father-son duo, very opinionated. And it seemed like even the Junior is even more opinionated now than before, right? He didn't talk as much. His dad did a lot of talking. Now Floyd Schofield Jr. is doing some talking. Check out what he had to say about Devin and Dream Haney.
Norman sleeping Devin.
You think so?
I know so.
I think Devin gonna run.
Of course he gonna run. He better not stand there.
I think Devin gonna run. Devin gonna box smart. I think he's smart enough not to exchange because his chin isn't to stand there and exchange with Brian Norman. I mean, come on.
We grew up with B Norman.
That's why I said his chin
isn't
strong to stand toe to toe. But I think Devin could box him. I think Devin gonna box all night.
Oh yeah, I feel like Devin could possibly outbox him, but I feel like Brian is coming out victorious in that fight.
You really do?
If Brian is able to get to him, yeah. But if he lets Devin have his way, I feel like could pick him off with his reach and whatnot.
We'll see.
He's just 12-round fight.
Do you got any fights you gonna ask about where there might be some blood in one of the fights? Like somebody gonna.
I think that fight going. Brian gonna crack Devin in that big nose.
Man, these brothers not in there trying to kill nobody, and they're in there playing tennis. You hit me, I hit you. Sorry, go ahead. Y'all go ahead. We just ran.
No. I feel like Brian and Kid Austin are kind of in that similar realm that you guys are both kind of on the come up, just in boxing, knock out guys and can fight, can box.
Yeah. He said it's the dads. I think that's what it is. The dads on their ass pushing them. And we know the Normans. Floyd did his amateur career in Georgia right along with them. To the point that I told Floyd to go in there and spar him. Floyd Dad, he's 14, I'm 9. Type thing like
that. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. So we know them like that. So I don't think Devin want to stand toe-to-toe in exchange with this guy.
Hey.
Now, to hear what he had to say, he said that Brian Norman's going to KO Devin. Salute to him for taking the fight, but he's going to get knocked out. He's going to lose that night. Now, is Devin Haney going to lose that fight? I don't know. This is a 50-50 fight, if you ask me. I think this is a great fight. Brian Norman initially seemed kind of shocked almost that Devin Haney was so willing and aggressive in regard.
How y'all get the opportunity at the belt, but once again, we so blessed to fight him.
We're giving you an opportunity.
He got the belt.
He got the belt.
We came to y'all. He got the belt. He did not come to us. That's what you think. He did not come to us. You don't want to do that. Hey. I'm not doing that.
Rest of this matchup, right? But Devin Haney reacts and says this, quote, "I ain't listened to nothing they got to say. Until we get to the bottom of why they pulled out of the Shakur fight 2 days before We ain't see no doctor's note or nothing. Get the F out of here. Y'all bitch-ass boys, not cut like me. We haven't forgot y'all really some scary bitches. End quote. Now, Devin Haney had this to say about the Scofields talking trash. Devin the Dream Haney never pulled out of a fight. Devin the Dream Haney was an undisputed champion, the youngest undisputed champion in boxing, right? Devin Haney accomplished quite a bit in his young career. In the 11th hour, in the Scofield's biggest moment, in his biggest fight, they pulled out of the fight. They pulled out of the fight with Shakur Stevenson magically, right? They said they got poisoned and all this stuff. To me, it seemed like they never wanted to fight. Shakur Stevenson himself even questioned that these guys are not going to make it to the fight. He just knew something like that was going to happen. And sure enough, now here we are today. Floyd Schofield and them back on their soapbox talking trash like nothing ever happened. We never forgot the fact that you pulled an Oscar De La Hoya and was laying on a hospital bed out of nowhere when you were supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson after doing a lot of trash talk in the build up to that fight, right? Oscar De La Hoya gave him the blueprint. When Oscar De La Hoya was about to fight Vitor Belfort, y'all remember that? He was about to fight Vitor Belfort back when Vitor Belfort was beating up on Evander Holyfield and all that. Oscar De La Hoya wanted to crack. Oscar De La Hoya said, nah, change my mind on that. He seen how Vitor Belfort was on that TRT tour, right? He was on that TRT, that testosterone replacement therapy stuff, right? He was on TRT, and he went in there, he was knocking out all the OGs. Oscar De La Hoya said, oh boy, no, not me. Next thing you know, he was laying on the hospital bed, similar to Floyd Schofield Jr., right? Similar everything, right? The way he was laying in the bed, everything, exact same thing as Oscar De La Hoya did when he pulled out of his little fight with Vitor Belfort. Yeah, I remember all that. It's part of the game, man. Y'all ain't slick. But could Devin Haney stop what Brian the Storm and Norman is bringing? We know the storm is coming. Will Devin Haney be able to withstand the storm that is Brian Norman? I don't know, man. I think that's an excellent fight. Like I told you guys, I'm a fan of both dudes. I don't know who's going to win that fight. Man, I don't know. Maybe Bill Haney sees something. You know, Bill Haney gets a lot of heat for him not necessarily being the best strategist as far as getting Devin Haney through these fights. However, what Bill Haney is good at is matchmaking. And maybe he's seen something that his son can capitalize on at this particular moment with Storm and Brian Norman. Maybe he feels it's the right time to get Brian Norman before he gets any better, right? So, yeah, that should be a good fight. Really, you got nothing bad you could say about Devin the Dream Haney. We seen him take his bumps and bruises. We seen him at the top of the mountain. We seen him fall down the mountain. And now we seen him climb his way back up the mountain. So, yeah, we have nothing bad to say about Devin the Dream Haney other than the fact that you may not like his father, Bill Haney, and you may not like the fact that he likes to sue everybody. Other than that, you can't call a kid a punk, right? You can't call him a punk. You can't call him a chunk. But Floyd Schofield, very impressive young fighter as well. Very talented young fighter. May not be on the, I guess you could say, the fans, you know, right? They don't have like, they may want to go the villain route, if you ask me. The Scofield, certain fighters in boxing, even though they're nice guys, Floyd Schofield Sr. do a lot of the talking for his son, Floyd Schofield Jr., kind of reminds me of a Sean Porter. He's kind of a nice guy, but now he's starting to kind of eke out a little bit, starting to say a little bit more. I think they should go ahead and play the villain role, right? We need some villains. We can't have too many nice guys in boxing. We need some assholes too. Maybe Floyd Schofield and his father could transition to the assholes in boxing that the sport needs. But yeah, you guys, come out and said that Devin the Dream Haney gets stopped by Brian Norman Jr. Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.